Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus Henshu Gladiator with Watch Me Play It Solo. This is the two-player mode, um, as solo mode for Shinkansen Zero-Kei. So the second player is called Hideo, and plays by his own set of rules. So doesn't need money, doesn't need tail carriage, and follows a special action board created at the start of the game. I've got my starting money from the events. There's only 3 carriage cards to work with. There's my token in the first place spot. And it's just the usual game of prepare the ground, lay the track, build stations, get the stations worth more, make sure you've got the cards where the stations are going to be along the track, so you can score those. All that fun stuff. So let's get to it. Game's been set up. We got the events. I've got my initial money. There are no flame cauldrons to get money from. The track cost for the first round of the game is on E. It'll cost 3, but it'll be worth 4 points when we lay the track. Olympic venues this time around are Tokyo, Yokohama, and Maibara. Here, and over here. The automated player is going to be taking actions in Kyoto and Atami for the first round of the game. Alright. So let's go ahead and get things going here. Don't need to flip this over because it's the first round of the game. There's no income to gain because there's no flame cauldrons out. Alright, so I gotta pick my choice of carriage here. Considering Maibara is an Olympic venue, it's probably worth going for that one. It's also a low enough number that I don't have to do too much messing around with. It lets me double Flame Cauldron benefits. So we'll go ahead and place there. Hideo is going to place on the middle card of table, or the card closest to the turn order track if possible. If the middle is not available, that'll discard the Atami card. Okay. Costs need to be paid. He doesn't have to pay anything. I do. I need to pay 3. And then thankfully there's no station already there to make it more expensive. Okay. Turn order. Hideo gets his carriage. Hideo will automatically sort carriages into ascending order, regardless of what happens, and he never actually uses the cards. And then return token to turn order, he always goes to the topmost. The value that's currently furthest behind gets moved forward when he does that. And then he takes actions Kyoto and Atami. He will prepare ground first, and then build station, and then build track from his own engine. Okay. So Kyoto gets prepared, and so does Atami. Okay. And that's all the actions he gets. Meanwhile, I get 4 actions to work with. It's worth noting that you only get 1 action per card, including the special 2, 3 player cards. You only get one of those 2 things. going to go ahead and just get the extra money, because that'll come in handy later, I think. Alright. So, let's see what I want to do here. I could pay 2 plus 3 to lay track already. I would be giving Hideo 2 points. But I would get 4 points out of it. Oh, yes. In preparing, he also gets the points. So, oops. It's going to help him more than about as much as me. Alright, so let's see what I can do here. If I use my own lay track action, it's going to cost me 2 to use my engine, and then 2 to buy Hideo's track. And that'll give Hideo 2 points. But it'll give me 4. So I'm not sure what the priority is on that. Who's currently ahead? Let's go ahead and land track. Lay track in Kyoto. And laying track there, I got my points. My second action is to pay another 2 to Hideo. And spend... Oh wait, that doesn't leave me enough. Before I do that, we'll spend the action to get the 5 and build up a station value. We'll build up gold. And then put out a gold station for 3. And get 6 points out of the deal. We'll put it in Kyoto. There we go. So that puts me ahead. And finally, when laying track, it was 2 cheaper, so I actually get $2 back. Need to remember that. Always pay attention to these events because they are useful. If I wanted to use that action instead of my own action, let me double check the book just to be 100% sure, because that might make a difference. Okay. So it's pay 2 less required. You said the VP. Okay, cool. Well, it leaves me an action left. I don't think I covered it, but if you have action tokens you can't use, then you can surrender them at the end of your turn for yen each. I'm going to go ahead and use my own engine then for building an Olympic venue. We'll put one in Yokohama because we'll get 2 yen immediately. And we can double it with the Maibara carriage. So it becomes 4. So we can do decently on money. Okay. Hideo did his actions, I did mine. That is the end of the round. And then we're back to the start of it. Flip the old event. New event means new track pricing. It'll cost 4, but it'll be worth 5 points. But hey, there's an action to get $7 just straight up. Alright. New carriages. We've got Nagoya. Toyohashi. And Hamamatsu. More preparing ground, lane track. Whenever you prepare ground, you only spend one money, regardless of wherever it is. Which, considering where it's at on this turn. Alright. So he has to take the middle one. I'm going to take Nagoya because it'll easily slot in after my Bara. But then I want to hope to find a 4 card Hashima to complete the consecutive sequence. Oh yeah, income. I also get $1 for my venue cauldron. Okay. So I've been forgetting some things here. Technically, the gold one should have moved up, and the white one should have moved up as well. When carriages are purchased, which means this was actually going to be ahead after stuff got moved around. So I'm spending 1. Nagoya does not have a station. This card did not get chosen, so it's out. Oh yeah. All the double city cards start in the discard for what that's worth. Alright, and then the gold station's going to move up twice. Alright, so I'm going first. Nagoya carriage will slot in right behind my Bara. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a point just to stay ahead. Alright. And then my actions. Let's see what I can do here. I actually get 5 actions this time. So I need my Bara and Nagoya, and if I can pull Hashima whenever. Okay, so let's look at this. So let's go ahead and pay Hideo to and use his. No, I don't need to pay him shit. Screw that. I have my own card to do that. I can prepare the ground at Nagoya. I spend $2 and prepare my Bara. So that gets me 2 points. It gets me that track. And then I can lay the track at my Bara by spending 2 to my own engine. Okay, so that's set up. I can build a station by paying 2 to the engine here, but then I needed more money to actually buy it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the action, get the $7. And then with 2 left, let's go ahead and spend 2 to Hideo and 3 to the bank. And we'll get another gold station out. And that'll be worth 4 points instead. Because diminishing returns on buying stations. Alright. And then that leaves me 1 action left. We'll just go ahead and get the 5. And we'll keep boosting gold up. Might as well. Right. That's everything I can do. Let's go ahead and move it on to Hideo. Hideo will move up the station value in last place. And take Toyohashi. Not quite in consecutive order yet. Something to be aware of. Alright. So, on this round, he's going to be active in the following places here. Alright. Let's remember what he does here. City actions. Alright. So in Kyoto, he will. There's no track delay, there's no station to do. So he just gets. Well, this is why I didn't write it down, because it's just right back here anyway. He places a flame cauldron in the row here. So he places it here and gets 2 victory points. Okay. And then Shizuoka will prepare the ground. And then if it's the closed venue token, and then he'll get 2 flame cauldrons here. You'll no longer be able to place more flame cauldrons at that venue for the remainder of the game. But Hideo will continue to do so. Jerk. So that venue is shut down. And then Atami. Ground is prepared. Station. So the station that grants the most victory points. In case of a tie, the station which has the most advanced value counter. So he'll get 6 points for the white station. 17 in Atami. So track still has to be laid there to be worth it. Alright. And that was Hideo's turn. And then we hit the end of the round. No end of the round step. We hit the new round. Round 3. Let's see. How much should we pay to lay the track? Because I might have screwed some up. I think only paying the 2. I don't think I paid the full cost of 4. I want to go ahead and surrender 2 yen just in case. Alright. Track cost is now up to a more manageable and better points efficiency. Income. I get $1. Hideo gets $3. New carriages. Go 1. Well, there's Hashima. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, well, he's taking my Bara, which will move the black station value up. I'm, of course, taking Hashima, which will cost me 1. And it'll move up the white station value. Okay. Okay. The remainder gets discarded. And then I go ahead and add my carriage. Alright. It goes in behind Nagoya. And now I need to do some work here. Rearranging these two. We'll go ahead and get... We'll go ahead and get the station value, keep the station value high for gold. So, end of the round for this event, I can score a city of their train of their choice. Carriage cards I have that city, the value of stations. According to how the values are done at this point. So as long as I score something gold, it's worth 6. Alright. Only 4 actions to work with this time. So this is rough. I'm gonna use my own little carriage to place out a flame cauldron. We'll put it on my Bara. And that one is the rearrange 1 or 2 cards. Let me double check. Flame cauldron. Pick it up, shift the rest of the carriage. Alright. So there we go. My Bara, Hashima, Nagoya. Everything's in order. I just need to get everything set up for that. Which is, at the very least, laying the track. Alright. So let's go ahead and break ground and Hashima gives me that track. It's going to cost $2 and give me 2 points. Alright. And then it'll cost me $3 to use my engine's ability to lay the track at this expense, which will get me 2 points. So it cost me 3 in total. And it's gonna go right here. So at the very least I have this set up for the carriages. Alright. And then... oh yeah, I could have done it a second time. Never mind. Well, I already got to do this once, and once is all I needed, but I could have done it a second time with that. Alright. And finally... I can't afford the station if I use his engine. It's the problem. So $5, 5 yen, and improve the station value. We'll improve gold. Just keep that ad. Okay. Hideo takes his turn. Why is there an ant crawling on my shit? Alright. Hideo's turn is Kyoto, Shizuoka, Hamamatsu, and then Atami. In that order. Kyoto. Everything's been done for it. Gets a flame cauldron there. And gets 2 points. Shizuoka. Priority goes to station. Station priority goes to most valuable. You get 6 points. 3, 6. Hamamatsu has not been started yet, so break the ground. Oh yeah, it's after taking my bar card and getting a buck, which would have been a point. Alright. And finally, Atami is missing the track, so that's what he's going to do. Lay the track. And get... Have I been screwing him out of points? Gets victory points for those actions as usual. Oops. So he gets the 2 points for laying the track. Should have gotten the 3 points for breaking the ground. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to beat him at this. Alright. That's all his actions. Okay. End of the round. So I will choose Maibara. I only have one Maibara card, so it's got a gold station and track. I'll get 6 because it's the most valuable. So 3, 6, I believe. Another round stuff. Score City, other train. Right. S, valued by cities. Yeah. Laid track and station, most valuable. Yeah. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's end around. New turn. New track value and points. Income, I get 2. Turn 1 to a 3. Hideo just straight up gets 4. And it's leaving me behind. Alright. 5 actions this time around. A free action of preparing the ground. 300 carriages. We have Hamamatsu. Yokohama. And Shizuoka. Alright. If I go for Hamamatsu, I would need to also hope that another Toyohashi card comes up. If I go for... If I go for Shizuoka, it gives me the action to repeat an action or repeat a card that I've already done, which I might need to do. We'll see what happens, though. whichever card I leave behind helps, provided things are being done for that. Considering Yokohama is already a Olympic venue, I'll just go ahead and go for the Hamamatsu, which will cost me 2 and increase the white station value. And then I'm forgetting stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah. The only worries about this if it actually takes it. Alright. And gold goes up. Alright. Cool. It goes away. Token into carriage. Alright. Goes in here. Okay. Alright. Let's see what I can do. Cost and paid for. Alright. Okay. Added, let's go to, let's put the more money to work with, or more points. I can always get money, it's just points are critical. Alright. So I need to prepare Hashima. I need to work on Hashima and Nagoya. I need to, win a freaking Olympic venue, too. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright. We'll go ahead and make use of Hashima, of the Hashima carriage. We'll put out Flame Cauldron out here in Maibara, which doesn't really help with the that situation. Here, if this closed venue comes up there, alright, we'll go there. And then let's remember what that one does. It's the pay 1 yen to immediately gain 2 victory points. I can spend 2 yen with my doubler. And get 4 points. Start catching up to this guy. Alright. Hashima has the track. I just need to get the station out. My 1 carriage card here. I can use the cost of an engine. I can use an engine for only 1 yen instead of 2. Which is what I'll do. We'll spend 2. Or spend 1. Because today I'll point. To build a station. We'll build the white station for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, and I have to spend 3 for the actual station cost itself. Okay. Which leaves me all of 2 to do anything. Okay. I need money, clearly. So, we get $5. We'll improve the white station value. Alright. let's go ahead and use my Nagoya carriage to prepare the ground here. That will cost me 3. I'll spend 6 to get 3 and change. And that'll get me 3 points, which will put me ahead for now. And then the last thing I can do is spend 2 to my engine and 2 for the track cost. That's all my money. And we'll take care of Nagoya, which will get me 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to put little, like, plus 50 marks on the back of these. Because it's clear that it's possible to get past the 50. And the fact that they didn't prepare the tokens for that is kind of weird. Anyway. That was all 5 of my actions. It is over to Hideo. Hideo will improve the station value of black token. It's Yokohama, which gives him a 10 and 11. If those... actually, I think he scores those regardless. Yeah, he scores them regardless. Which is unfortunate. For my end. Alright. And then from the top to the bottom. So now he cares about Nagoya. But also Toyohashi. Alright, from the top. Nagoya. Ground is prepared. Track has been laid. Station. Highest value station. Available. 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Shizuoka. No track, has track, lays track. It gets 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hamamatsu. Ground is prepared. There's no station. We'll get the gold station because that's currently the most valuable. At this point in time, getting the 2 points. And finally, Toyohashi. Prepares the ground, gets the track. Gets the 3 points. 1, 2, 3. I could just go get my permanent marker right now and just solve this problem. Alright. End of the turn. Nothing else to do, so we start into the next turn. This is the last turn of the game. Track value is now 3, cost, and 4 points. There's 5 actions available. And the event that anyone can use is delay track. Alright. Income. I get 3. Hideo gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. About to find out whether I'm screwed here or screwed here. Not like I really had a chance over here anyway. Okay. If the track's not laid in Hamamatsu. But he's going to take care of it. I don't have to worry about that. Alright. New cards. Osaka. Odawara. And Osaka. Okay. He picks first. He takes Odawara. Pays 1, increases station value for black. I will pay my 1. Increase the station value for white. Yep. Alright. I'm closest. Going to get an extra $1 to work with. And Osaka's stuck back here. Yeah. Okay. No amount of rearranging is going to help. And this is set up pretty well already, so don't worry about it. Alright. Actions. We got 5 to work with. So what do I want to focus on? Obviously, the important thing is, wow, I need money. Let's get that 5. And we'll move up the gold just to be sure. Okay. What else can I do here? I need the flame cauldrons out. I don't know what's going to happen, if he's going to kick my ass here or here. But Tokyo is not set up at all. Tokyo is not worth anything. In fact, it's negative. Since I've got my Bara set up, let's focus on my Bara. Let's go ahead and put out a flame cauldron. I can rearrange. I don't really need to. Let's spend 1 to my own engine to put out another flame cauldron. Because everyone I still have at the end is going to count against me. I don't need to rearrange. Because he has to put out the track. Nagoya already has track. Doesn't need to worry about it. Alright. If I don't do anything about Osaka, then I have problems. So yeah. Osaka, prepare the ground. I spend $1 and get a point. And then I have track. To play with this event, it'll cost me 3. But it'll get me 4 points out of the deal. And it'll make sure that this isn't a negative against me later. Okay. That was all the actions. Okay. That one was supposed to get discarded. Alright. Getsodawara gets to move up the station value in the back. Alright. From the top. Aww. It closes that venue and puts out 2 of his flame cauldrons. Alright. I don't think I'll lose my Bara. I'm losing everywhere else, though. Alright. So, yeah. Nagoya is here. It's already been set up. So, Flame Cauldron over here, 2 points. And he's got enough Flame Cauldrons to put out. Cool. Hamamatsu is missing track. It has a station, so that's what he places and gets 4 points. 2, 3, 4. And Toyohashi has no station. Alright. White stations are worth more at the moment, so gets 2 points. Alright. Alright. That was it. So, Hideo's final score. There's no end around stuff to worry about. Will be considered as having cards for Nagoya and Toyohashi. Does not get affected by negatives. There's no track here. There is here. So resolve the final station values. Gold station cities are worth 6, white are worth 3, black are worth 1. Okay. Okay. So it's considered to have a card for Nagoya and gets 1 for it. Considered to have a card for Toyohashi, but that's not worth anything because there's no track. Alright. Let's go ahead and score all this stuff. He does have 1 track remaining on his engine, so it's still a point. Alright. Yokohama is not worth anything. Odawara is not worth anything. Toyohashi is not worth anything. And Maibara is worth 6. Because, oops. And then consecutives, 10, 11 is worth 6 to them. 3, 6. Alright. Regardless of track light or not. Alright. Here we go. Maibara. Gold station. 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hashima. White station. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Nagoya. Black station. 1 point. Hamamatsu. Gold station. 6 points. Thanks a lot. And Osaka has track, so at least it's not a negative. Olympic venues. Tokyo, worth nothing. Yokohama, worth nothing. Maibara, worth another 6. 2, 4, 6. Remaining money. I have 3 left over. It's a point. Remaining flame cauldrons. I have 2. I lose 2 points. And I believe... Oh. Consecutives. 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Just barely kicked his ass. Alright. It can be done. It is an absolute pain in the ass, but it can be done. That is solo mode for Shinkansen Zero-Kei. One of the, if you want to make it harder for you challenges for this game, you look at the starting money that you get, and then give that many points to Hideo to give him a head start. It's brutal. This is a really tricky solo play. I love it. I need to try this more. I want to see if I can take on the higher challenge. But most importantly, it helps me get the rules down for at least the player side of things, that I can probably teach this game fairly effectively. But yeah, there's some points where it's like, if I didn't get those points, or that point, or this point, or the points of the stations that I picked up, I don't think I would have won. It's so close. It's this close. That's hard to. That's that's how you know you got a good challenge on your hands. Yeah, Shinkansen, Zero-Kei, play it with 4 players, play it solo. Just play it. Alright, thanks for watching. It's Pillar Nexus. I'll see you next time.